We have in-depth coverage of the presidential visit. President Barack Obama campaigning for congressional candidate David Cicilline.
Right now, the president is back in Washington, D.C. Now, this was the scene around 8 o'clock. Air Force One getting ready to depart from TF Green Airport.
Although the president was only here for a couple of hours, his schedule took him from the airport to Woonsocket to Providence and then back to the airport.
The president's first stop was here in Woonsocket, where he appeared before local officials and workers at American Cord and Webbing. The president talked about small businesses, the recession, and the economy.
It's small businesses like this one, after all, that are the bricks and blocks, the cord and webbing, if you will, of our economy.
President Obama then traveled to Providence to the Rhode Island Convention Center. There he stumped for fellow Democrat Providence Mayor David Cicilline. Cicilline is in a race with Republican John Laughlin to replace retiring Congressman Patrick Kennedy.
His final stop was here on the east side of Providence. The president took part in a $7,500 per person fundraiser at the home of Buff and Johnny Chase.
President Obama spoke with supporters for about 20 minutes, and while everyone dined on a locally inspired menu, the president left before dinner was served.
Our coverage of the presidential visit continues tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Alex Prado joins us now live from Providence with more on Mr. Obama's visit.
Well, Mike and Karen, this is where the first fundraiser happened. This is the convention center, and while President Obama didn't stay for long, he raised a whole lot of money. President Obama left a $7,500 a head dinner to the cheers of supporters on Providence's east side. The president talked for 20 minutes and skipped the lobster risotto and steak dinner before heading back to TF Green. It was one of two fundraisers the president headlined to raise money for Democratic causes and David Cicilline's campaign for Congress. His first fundraising stop was a $500 a head event at the convention center in downtown.
I've got to have you come out in droves and vote in this election. You've got to come out and vote. You know, and look, if everybody who voted in 2008 votes in 2010, we are confident we will win this election.
I said, Mr. President, thank you, and I said, don't get discouraged. And he looked me right in the eye and he said, I never do.
Target 12 investigator Tim White was the only local TV reporter inside for the event.
He stuck to the Democrat Party script in there in trying to campaign for David Cicilline. Certainly didn't want to address anything that was controversial.
Wherever the president's motorcade went, roads were closed and protesters were in full view. The Rhode Island Tea Party lined the outside of the convention center.
He hasn't delivered. He's leading us into the line of socialism, and he's endorsing the likes of Cicilline.
Queer Action of Rhode Island stood with banners and a message: "Don't ask, don't tell" should be repealed.
We are here because President Obama has made a lot of promises during his campaign, got a lot of gay votes, but I feel that he has failed to go through with those promises.
And in just a few hours, the president's whirlwind fundraising stop to the capital city was over, and those working both with and against him hope their message was heard loud and clear. And the two fundraisers, once all the money is totaled, is expected to bring in about $500,000. We're live in Providence tonight with the Mobile Newsroom. I'm Alex DePrado, Eyewitness News.